Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great.
What's your name?
I'm Hannah Luxenberg, and I am the founder of Dreamship Studios.
This is awesome. Can you tell us about how you're using Kodak cameras to make your dream come true?
So I am using Kodak SB360 4K cameras to create a passive therapy experience in VR for opioid addiction and for pediatric therapies. And end of life. And so I stitch together 360 content, and then I go in and I animate it using After Effects and Photoshop.
Photoshop. You use Photoshop a lot.
I do.
You love it.
Oh, I love it.
That's so cool. What are some of the things that people can expect to see on your presentations in VR?
Well, people can expect to see a lot coming up. They can expect to see a lot more of this, but with a lot more interaction. So I'll be doing a lot more of the 360 live content versus what's created in Unity and other platforms. I'll be going out and shooting actual dreams for children who won't get to fulfill them in the future, and then achieve these and actually have an interactive type of experience versus the passive experience.
What is your favorite world to create in the VR?
Oh, fantasy. So I am inspired by the whimsical aspects, and Dreamship Studios is pretty much the ship that takes you from one place to another, one life to another. And so we have things like floating whales and ships that float through the sky. It's Peter Pan. It's almost like Disney.
I was a big fan of it as a kid. Flight of the Navigator and The Never-Ending Story.
Exactly.
What were some of your inspirations for some of this stuff?
I've always grown up to be extremely creative, and I was a writer before I could even write. And so it's always come really naturally. And I got into therapy because it called me. I wrote a script, and there was a story about a little girl who had cancer who discovered virtual reality and actually shifting consciousness into virtual different planes so that people could relive that experience, which goes into something else completely. I will go on a tangent. But yeah, that's what really got me into this was story in general, which is the point is to make groundbreaking stories that we can immerse ourselves into, and then how can we do that to help people going forward. So that's where this was all born, and that's my inspiration. It's everywhere. It's all around us.
Wow, dude, cut. That was so good. Actually, before we cut, where can we find out more information? Where can our viewers find out more?
Yes, actually, so we're not publicly launched yet, but we do have our site up and running. It is launched, dreamshipstudios.com. And this is actually my co-founder right here.
Hey, there he is. What's your name, man?
I'm Jesse.
Jesse, we got the dual thread here.
Nice to meet you.
You guys have done a great job here.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to getting things, done and helping, lots of kids in need.
I'm glad you're here because one of the next questions I had was, what do you think the next step for the business aspect of this is going to be? How do we get this into a profit model? How do we make this into something that can really go mainstream?
Well, we're not looking there too quickly. We want to just do it right first and make sure we get our key market figured out and do some real research and really pay attention to our core users. So doing research with our patients.
Exactly. We're not just in the content itself. We're also doing case studies to see exactly how this is benefiting all of our patients in general. So we're much more involved with the whole process. And so right now we're actually looking for developers. That's our next step.
Product developers. We're talking about content developers.
Content developers. Yes.
May I introduce myself? I'm sorry.
Sure, but we're more
awesome.
looking for
Sure.
game designers or programmers who can work in Unity, 3D modelers, and stuff like that. Yeah.